Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. This is Patton's Vanguard, the Battle of Arracourt, 1944, and it's from Revolution Games. Looks like the designer's Mike Ranella. This came in Ziploc format. On the back of the cover here, you have a player's aid here. Or actually not a player aid, it looks like it's just explaining the different counters. So you got an attack factor, defense, and movement on them. Alright, let's take a look at the counters now. Counters, they're alright. I mean, some got pictures of tanks on them, some are just standard NATO military symbols. But most of them are double-sided. Alright, here's the map. It's in different areas, and some have tell how much victory points you get. The top number, if I recall correctly, on these types of games is the ID for the area you're in, and the plus number on the bottom is, I believe, a extra defense factor that the defender gets. All right, up here it's showing the historical leaders. Got a game turn track, an impulse track, and a victory point track. So it looks like there's 4 turns, each one with up to 12 impulses. Wow. You put your eliminated units there. Alright, starts out with an introduction, goes over the components. And then here it's talking about the map areas, what I just told you about, what those numbers mean. Prepare for play, I guess there's multiple scenarios here. Okay. And here's the unit setup for the first scenario. And here's a sequence of play, that's what we're really interested in. The phases of the turn are conducted as follows: reinforcement phase, daylight phase, refit phase, and end phase. Alright, stacking, you can have a maximum of 10 units per area. For each player, that is. So I guess you could have actually 20 there if both players stack 10 of them together. And this looks like it has impulses, as I thought from looking at the map. So if you like games like the ones that Avalanche Press makes, you'll probably like this, I would assume. And there's 5 types of impulse. You have an assault, a ranged attack, bombardment, regroup, and pass. And there's weather in this game. And movement costs there: 1 to move to a vacant area, 2 to enter a vacant area adjacent to an enemy unit, 3 enter an area containing only reduced strength enemy units, and 4 enter an area containing a full strength enemy unit. All movement factors across a non-canal water boundary without using a bridge. Alright. Here's your combat rules down here. Alright, I guess in most cases, attacks are optional. I guess there are some where there's mandatory attacks. Oh, mandatory attack is when you enter an enemy-occupied area that was contested at the beginning of the current impulse, or was not contested at the beginning of the impulse. Alright, here's your combat resolution stuff. Ranged attack rules, bombardment, then you have attrition and retreating here, and there's a refit phase. At the beginning of the refit phase, units must be able to trace a supply line to a friendly controlled supply source. Alright, here's the special rules for the first scenario. It's got the victory conditions there. There's the second scenario. So it looks like there's just 2 scenarios, and then here's some optional rules, like German command and control, friendly fire incidents. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. It looks like the rules have a lot of similarities to, I think it was called the Battle of Oregon, the Russian-Afghan war game that I had played from Revolution Games. Have a good evening.